Aperture.
VTS stands for Visual Thinking Strategies, and it's an educational technique for people to look at photographs. And it was invented by Philip Yenawine, and we use sort of a modified version of it. The idea is basically you have students look at an artwork and you ask them, what do you see in this picture? What's going on in this picture? And then they make an observation, and then you ask them to back it up with visual evidence. So they can say really anything, any opinion that they have about the work, but they need to be able to back it up with something that they see. To pull from Abigail Housen and Philip Yenawine's basic VTS at a glance, the steps that they describe are projecting the first image and giving the students a minute to just take it in. Then ask questions after they've examined it. Ask what's going on in this picture. Then ask what do you see that makes you say that, and what more can you find? And you can feel free to modify these questions into language that feels comfortable for you. Then when the students comment, the way you respond is to just listen carefully, point to what they saw in the image, paraphrase their comment. You can change the wording, you can add in vocabulary at this time, but not the meaning. Accept each comment neutrally, and then link answers that are related and link them to prior knowledge. So what's going on in the picture, everybody? Yeah, what's going on?
There's somebody doing their laundry and they're putting their clothes away. Or they're putting their clothes into the washing machine.
Putting the clothes what?
Into the washing machine.
And what do you see that makes you say that's what's happening right now?
The person's either taking out the bag or putting the bag into the carriage.
Okay. Yeah, so they're either taking it out or putting it in. What else is going on in this picture? What else do you notice?
I feel like it's the inside and the outside of a person that has been unleashed.
Interesting.
Because I don't know how it's called. Like in the...
Can you come point to it?
When I see that this is open and when the door is open, I feel like something got unleashed.
Interesting. So the gate is open, the door is open, something got unleashed. What do you see that would talk about what got unleashed?
Because I'm thinking about personally the inside of someone and then the outside with the reflection.
Interesting. Yeah. The reflection has inside and outside. I also noticed this is open too. Like everything that can be open is open. Interesting. Okay. And the inside and the outside, so the reflections, right, are having us think about, as in your words, like the inside meaning like what's inside of you, the outside your physical outside self?
Probably.
Okay. Common pitfalls of VTS, which we've all struggled with, are accidentally playing guess what I'm thinking. So asking a question that you think is open-ended, but really you have a really concrete answer in mind. Be sure that you're distinguishing in your own mind between open-ended questions and information or context that you just want to deliver in a straightforward way. It's also important to know when to stop. Once students have seen enough and discussed it enough, you can keep it moving. It's important to pause and give the students a minute to think and respond.
Two different parts, because it looks like that one was like a picture now that I'm looking at it, and then the other side looks like it's actually like another picture. It's confusing.
So having that line down the middle makes it feel like two pictures, and like the woman is actually like a photograph in a laundromat.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So it makes us kind of think about photographs. It makes us think about the vision. Yes.
When you said the line down the middle, and there's like two lines, like there's a dark line and a light line. So like, and where the light line is, it's lighter over there, and it's like darker on the other side.
So Cass is noticing a light line here, and then everything to the side of this is light, and then a dark line here, and there's a lot more darkness over here. Interesting, light and dark. Aperture on Site uses visual thinking strategies because the goal of our curriculum is to help students build visual literacy. It's not an art history curriculum, so they won't necessarily come out of it knowing Susan Meiselis's biography, but they will understand how to decode and encode her images. So, what's going on in this picture? And I want everybody to take about 10 seconds to look and think.
Probably the wind pushed the two leaves to the gate.
Yeah, what do you see that makes you say that it was probably the wind that pushed these leaves under the gate?
Because leaves are usually on the ground.
What else do you see that makes you think these probably are sticking to the gate?
The way the photo was taken.
Oh, well, what was the photo taken?
Diagonal.
Yeah, so diagonal, right? What makes you think that the photo was taken diagonal?
Because the field is to the side.
Yeah. Yeah, the field's kind of sideways-ish. Diagonal. What I notice about that is I know these are diamond shapes because I've seen a lot of fences, But interestingly, the way that Jennifer took this picture, she made that line straight. So instead of the line on the ground be the straight horizontal line, she made the line in the fence be the straight horizontal line. Using open-ended questions also gets us away from this top-down model of arts education. The idea is that we want students to build their visual literacy, to be able to read and interpret an image.